Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Happy birthday month, Mr. Talent.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
That's how I'm starting this one. I think we might even have... Nope, we don't have a podcast on your birthday. Damn it!
No.
I don't even know what to get you for your birthday. What would you like for your birthday, Mike?
I don't need anything, man. Maybe a movie ticket. How about that, Matt?
A movie ticket?
Movie ticket.
Mother of God. Now you're asking... You're going too far. That's like $50.
That's right.
So, anyways, hello. Greetings. Welcome. Real Film Nerds Podcast, episode number... I don't know, 414.
414.
414. That sounds right. Good job, Mike. This week we're talking about Mickey 17. And with us as always, Mike, alcoholic, person of a mother, Ma Hinshaw.
I'm not either. But hello, everyone.
See, Mike, she can't even go to the first stage. What's the first stage, Mike?
First stage of what? Alcoholism?
Yes.
A problem?
Don't ask me.
Admitting you have a problem. And see, she's in denial. Ma Hinshaw is in denial.
I drink entirely too much fruity tea. There.
If that's what you call margarita, so be it.
Oh, foo. I didn't even have a margarita today.
Whatever
I was
you
a very
drunk.
good person. Yes, I was.
Anyways,
and that
all right,
doesn't happen often.
I'll try not to harass my mother too much more than that, but I got to keep her on her toes. So here we go. Mike, Mickey 17. Why don't you give us the breakdown while I sit back and sneeze?
All right, dude. Try not to sneeze too loud into the microphone. And this movie was directed by Bong Joon-ho. It was written by Bong Joon-ho and based on a novel, Mickey 7 by Edward Ashton. This movie is starring Robert Pattinson, Stephen Yeun, Michael Monroe, Patsy Farron, Cameron Britton, and Mickey 17, known as Expendable, goes on a dangerous journey to colonize an ice planet.
Okay, so Ma Hinshaw, do you want to start us out by discussing how this movie is the Trump presidency in film form, according to your middle grandson? Go.
Excuse me. I didn't think that, and I really didn't pay much attention to what he said. But, no, come on now. It was just a dude that was trying to control everything, which happens to a lot of folk that are in charge of stuff. And that was Mark, right? Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo.
I don't pronounce his name right, but whatever. He was very good, though.
You are two
And
peas
funny.
in a pod.
What?
You are two peas in a pod.
Yep.
No.
Mike
I am
can't read,
one.
you can't talk.
There you go. There you go.
I can talk. I thought he was good, but I am not going to go there about, well, his smile was very similar to our beloved president. But other than that, I don't think it was, a copy of our president at large. I don't know. I didn't see that, but, well, youngsters see it, I guess, and I don't know if other critics saw it or not.
Okay, so here's the point. Why would Michael say that this is like Trump and that the Trump presidency when literally this movie was probably made 3 years ago before Trump was even on the campaign trail?
Correct. Very smart and brilliant of you. Yes.
So why didn't you correct him?
Well, I did, but then he's like, okay. Think what you want to think. I'm not going to go there, right?
Okay, so Mike, what's your impressions?
I thought Mark Ruffalo's character was awesome. Kenneth Marshall, he was ridiculous, and I think it was just a fun character. I don't think it was anything to do with Trump. I'm sure people will see that because people want to see what they want to see. But I just thought it was kind of like a ridiculous character, and it was meant to be ridiculous and just kind of all encompassing. And he's just like, he doesn't know what's going on. He just likes to be this big person. He likes to be on camera. So I don't know. And he was in the story, wasn't he a former senator or something? But he didn't win his re-election, and then he went out to do the space thing, right?
No, I think he's the leader of a church.
Yeah, but before that, I feel like he lost his election. Right in the beginning, I feel like they said something about he didn't win his election, and then he went to space or something. It's like, what?
Maybe, I don't know. I know he was on trial for something, but I don't know. I don't remember. I saw this 2 weeks ago, Mike.
Oh, geez. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I missed that totally.
Well, yeah, you were asleep.
I was not.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't sleep during it. This movie kept me awake. It was pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this was not about the Trump presidency. Michael is wrong. This is about capitalism, like most of Bong Joon-ho's films. And he is not a fan of capitalism, mostly because, where he was raised in Korea. It just is what it is. He points out the positives and the negatives of capitalism in almost all of his films, including Parasite, which he won an Academy Award for. Academy Award, Best Picture film, whatever. There. I said it. It got it out. There. Okay. But, dude, I don't care. I don't think it's political in nature in a lot of ways, but I don't think it has anything to do with our leaders or anything like that. It took too long and it's bullshit. I just think this was an interesting, fun sci-fi film that makes you think. And I thought, no, that's a spoiler, so I can't really say that. But I thought Robert Pattinson was great. Stephen Yeun, I love him from the Walking Dead days. I'm glad to see him doing more and more films. Mark Ruffalo, wonderful character. Toni Collette, I love to hate her character, which I think was the point. I think her character was awful. I did not like that character at all. But overall, I had a good time. I enjoyed this film. I think people should check it out. But that might just be my sci-fi nerd side in me because this is the kind of shit I love.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, it was nice to have a sci-fi movie to go see. For sure, I agree, that it was fun to go see something that was, interesting and pose some questions, but it doesn't really offer any answers or anything, and I feel like it just lets the audience decide. So that, I think that's cool. And Robert Pattinson, I think he did great, the new Batman. I think he was cool.
He's a very good actor.
Yeah. I think it was a good role for him, and he did well in it. So, yeah, I had fun with this movie. It was
one of my biggest letdowns. I wish there was a lot more comedy. There was some, but not a lot, like they touted in the trailer.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of the humor in the trailer, which happens to time, but. I actually, I guess my only real complaint was, well, I don't know if that's a spoiler or not.
Is it a spoiler or not, Mike? What is it? Was it in the trailer?
I mean, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. I'll save it till the spoiler zone, which brings me to, what are you drinking, Matt?
Oh, wow. Mike's just right into it. And Ma Hinshaw was playing Zoom in with her phone, and it's freaking me out. I'm having a hard enough time with all these allergies and medicines and drugs and Lord. But anyways, Benadryl and a mix of Big Blue Van, the blueberry wheat from our friends in Lake Havasu City at the College Street Brew House.
Oh, nice. Very nice. So I am drinking it's not an IPA, Matt.
Liar.
It's not. It is a margarita that Mags brought home. So, I got a margarita because the local Mexican place that we like to frequent has buy one get one, and you can get that get one to go.
Margarita Mondays.
Yeah, yay COVID! You can always bring everything to go now.
Ma Hitchot, are you drinking margaritas as well on this Monday?
No, I'm drinking a glass of white Zinfandel wine, which is pink, which makes no sense at all.
Well, yeah, it's
But
the
anyway.
blush. Okay, so I think the
okay.
bigger question here is, Mike, you grew up in southern Arizona with me in a humble little town known as Sari Vista. Pretty good Mexican food. How is the Mexican food on the East Coast? Is it garbage?
It's okay in certain places, but a lot of places it's been not good. But the particular place that we tend to go to that's very close to the Casa, it is quite tasty. So we go there often.
We all know Ma Hitchot's favorite Mexican food place right now, right, Ma?
Right. Taco Hero.
Taco Gyro.
Well, whatever. They tell me it's Hero, but I say Gyro half the time, so I don't know. It's good.
It's running my old stomping grounds out of business.
Yeah.
Oh, Ma, speaking of that, we need to talk to you about the owners of Taco Gyro and tell them they need to build one up here in Prescott.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I'll tell the manager next time, and he can tell
I
them.
just want to have dollar margaritas or whatever it is.
$2 margaritas. And
I
who
don't
knows?
care.
It may go up to $3. I don't know.
We have a lot of Mexican food here, and I would say most of it is mediocre at best. A couple of them are decent, but most of them are mediocre.
Mm.
I mean,
Oh, theirs is good. That's true.
we got
Ooh, yum.
Taco Bell. Anyways,
Nice.
all right. I'll get us back on topic because my allergies are making me not as funny, which we found out this morning on the radio, FYI. Ma, are you going to not ask Mike your favorite question of the podcast, or am I going to have to do it? Because I say it properly. You just kind of pull it out of your butt and say
Well,
whatever.
I'm not going to do that. You ask him. Go ahead.
Mike, what is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes, I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny, other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
All right, Matt. I think you're gonna like this one. It's straight out of the book. What do you call a fake noodle?
My brain?
An impasta.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I had to think about that one a minute.
I was going to say, Ma Hinshaw isn't even laughing at that one. Good
Well,
Lord, that's
no,
awful.
but I'm.
But it was from the book, the Dad
Yeah.
Jokes book, and that means it was wonderful.
Yes, it was. Mm-hmm.
See, Mom, you got to say it right. You got to say, Mike, what is this week's incredible dad joke? Because you know it's not going to be incredible, so it's ironic.
Well, that's true.
Okay, do you want to
You
try
got
it
a
again?
point. Incredible. No.
Well, we have one more segment, and you know what that segment is. You've listened to it 415 times at least. So what's the next segment of the podcast, Mom?
Spoilers.
No,
No?
Marvel.
Nope.
Oh,
Marvel.
I don't know.
So ask Mike, the question I say, can you do it or do I need to do it, Ma?
You need to do it because I don't know. I've had too much wine, I guess. Huh?
Mike, how does Mickey 17 relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, Matt. So I always love easy ones, and this one is easy. So Mark Ruffalo is, Bruce Banner from the Avengers and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Five Rings, Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, Avengers Infinity War, Thor Ragnarok. He's in a lot of them. So
He's Bruce Banner, aka Incredible Hulk, ever since Edward Norton got kicked out.
yeah, which was 2008-ish.
Yep. So it's been a while. few years.
So yeah.
Anyways,
Easy one, dude. Love it.
so Ma, that now means we are in the spoiler section. So why don't you say
there we
that,
go.
and then why don't you start spoiling it, Ma? Or do you want Mike to spoil it because he's wearing a kick-ass shirt right now?
Well, let him spoil it first.
Okay. I think what I was going to talk about before, what I wasn't sure was a spoiler or not, is, I mean, I guess it's not because they talk about it in the trailer. But Mickey 17 is the 17th copy, and then there's an 18th copy, and it's duplicates or whatever. I kind of hoped there was going to be more duplicates and kind of just more of the like kind of weird interactions, and like I thought more of them were going to die and stuff. I was a little bit disappointed that like basically at 17 and 18 it stops.
So were you talking about more of just Mickey or more in general on the ship?
More of Mickey. You know,
Okay.
like I was hoping to have more Mickeys, like, because you know it starts out and it's like they're dying, they're doing different things, they're doing stuff for science and stuff, which was really funny because it's like everyone's like, hey, why don't you go out here and do this? Okay, we just wanted to see if that would kill you. Like I enjoyed some of those aspects of like the weird things they were doing to him. And like even that one where they're like, this is going to be the quickest death in like after respawning ever. He's like, oh, great. Like,
Yeah, they said 10 minutes. They're like, no, it'll be at least 15. But yeah, no, I agree. That was one of my biggest letdowns of the entire film is that there's 17 Mickeys and they didn't show us the death of 16 of them. Like they showed us the death of maybe 5 or 6.
yeah.
And I really think it
5,
could have been
yeah.
funnier.
Yeah. I just wanted it to happen more often. Like I thought, okay, so Mickey 17's like the special one, right? But I thought there'd maybe be an 18, a 19, a 20, and like, but they kind of just stopped it because it's the whole duel, like you can't have 2 copies or whatever, and I don't
Well,
know.
they kind of stopped it because they wanted to kill 17 and they did so unsuccessfully.
right.
And then 18, which I thought was a nice twist, is that all the Mickeys seem to be fairly similar except for 18. And clearly 18 is where shit starts getting real because that dude was a psychopath.
Yeah, 18 was definitely weird. And I wonder if it had to do with 17 actually not dying. So it's like, did you not get 17's memories? I don't know. Things are weird.
No, because it's backed up in that brick beforehand.
Oh, I loved how it is actually a brick.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But no, I just wish they would have showed us more deaths and more stuff they did. Like some of it got really like sad and like depressing. They're like, here, let's try this and let's try this. And like one of the biggest spoilers is that they kept saying there was a virus or something out in the atmosphere. And so they kept testing them with stuff, trying to fix the virus. When in reality, what they were doing is they were testing out a nerve agent to try and kill shit on him instead of like trying to find a cure for this thing. And I'm like, oh, well, there's like 4 Mickeys right there just from trying to kill him using this nerve gas. But like the one you're alluding to is the first, I think it was the first one where he goes outside and they make him remove his glove and then his hand falls off. And they just like, oh, we just want to see how long it takes for basically all this insane radiation that's out in space to kill you. Like shit like that.
Yeah.
I wanted more of that.
Yeah. They were just like, oh, yeah, we were just kind of seeing what would happen here. How you feeling?
Like, okay. This might be an interesting comparison, but we'll see how it goes. Ma, are you going to talk or are you going to sleep?
No, I'm not sleeping. I'm just agreeing with that.
Okay, you can say yes because people can't see you.
Okay.
Good job.
But anyway,
Anyways.
yeah.
Okay, I know what I'm going to compare it to. My mom loves this movie. Mike, did you ever see the film Death Becomes Her?
Yeah. I actually think I recently watched it again. Yes.
So that shit was hilarious. How the deaths were like just insane and over the top. And, you know, I wanted stuff like that. Like, say, Mickey 17, or not 17. Let's just go with like 10. Like, Mickey 10 is like getting food or whatever in the cafeteria. And he like slips because they didn't put up like a wet floor sign and like breaks his neck. Like shit like that would have just been hilarious. It's just so random. But no, they didn't do anything like that. So that was my biggest disappointment. And okay, all right. This might come off a little bad, but it's kind of the truth. Mike, did you find the first half hour, 45 minutes pretty slow?
Like the build up to like him signing up and like going into the space kind of program and all that and signing up for the expendable thing.
Yeah, it kind of did the typical thing where they start out the movie at like one period and then they jump back in time, and that's been done so much. Why?
Yeah, I mean, so the only thing, and it adds to the movie, I guess, a teeny tiny bit towards the end, is like some of the reasoning of why they kind of signed up to do this. Him and his buddy who'd started the what was it, a bagel company? What was the
Macaroons?
Oh, macaroons. Yeah, just macaroons, or didn't it?
Yeah,
have
it was
a funny
like
name.
Yeah, it was macaroons this or something. I don't remember. Ma, do you remember?
Nope. I thought it was just macaroons myself.
Yeah,
Go
but
on.
it was like a funny name, like nothing but the macaroons, or
Just macaroons.
yeah, maybe just macaroons. But
It was just
anywho,
macaroons. Ma, you like macaroons?
Yeah, I like to eat them, but I've never made them. They have too much coconut. They're loaded with coconut.
oh, I think they're a big pain in the butt to make. Like
Yeah, probably.
it's hours and hours and hours. It's like
They have coconut?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I like the pistachio macaroons.
all right.
Ooh. That sounds
I'm just trying to
pretty
get my
good.
mom to talk, Mike. That's all I'm trying to do, and it's not working.
Well, I agree with you guys on the one thing that I think the beginning part was, I mean, what gets me is you see him, down in the ice cave or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're back and then you're like, wait a minute, what's this? And then, it was just kind of jumped around in my view in the first part of it. Yeah, it was kind of slow. But then toward the middle and the end, then it got a lot better and there was a lot more funny stuff, which I loved. I mean, I thought there were some funny parts, but then the last half hour was probably the funniest to me. There you go. How about you?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like it got a little bit more serious towards the end. But I mean, Mark Ruffalo's character was like just ridiculous the whole time, every time he like spoke. And I enjoyed that. I thought that was fun. I thought he was like having a great time. It was, it kind of reminded me of Aquaman when we had what's his face from Hawaii be this super like ridiculous character.
Jason Momoa?
Yeah, Jason Momoa. Momoa. And he was just over the top ridiculous character. I feel like Mark Ruffalo's character was that, and he was just hamming it up, dude. He was just having a good time just being this super bravado, like weird dude who like didn't really seem to care much about the people or really what he was doing. It's just kind of a weird position.
And what's the deal with his wife being obsessed with sauces?
Oh, I have no idea. The sauce thing was super awkward. Like, let's eat this sauce. I'm like, what, dude? That's like some little creature that you just ground up its tail? What? That's weird.
That was real weird.
That was my mom's favorite part, was the creepers.
Well, the creepers were cute, but like when they cut the one tail off and then they like blended it and they're like, hey, can I eat this? The guy's like, yeah, it's good.
Mike, you know you like sauces.
Yeah, I mean, I like sauce as long as it's ranch.
That is the best sauce.
Yeah.
I like Cholula.
For years, I didn't even realize all the different, like, that ranch is like a mayo-based sauce, and that all these things that say aioli are actually like mayo with extra something. I'm like, oh man, I'm just a dummy. I just did not know that all these sauces are all pretty much the same with like a little bit extra. Like, there's not a lot of variation really.
Well, I thought the end where Mark is in the whatever war vehicle thing and he's going out into I thought that cracked me up. I'm sorry. I know I was supposed to think it was evil and awful and whatever, but I thought it was funny. And I really liked the last half hour or more of it. It keeps your attention. And I laughed like crazy. But that's just me. I'm old.
Why do you say that's just you? I mean, it was a good film. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I just wish there was more comedy and more murdering of Mickey. Oh, here you go. Here's a good one. Mike, what did you think, or Ma, it says Ma's actually talking, of Robert Pattinson's accent?
I thought it was fine. I don't know.
I was kind of shocked that he talked that way, but then I had in the back of my mind that he's going to be Batman, and I'm like, well, that doesn't sound like a person who's going to be Batman. Because it was kind of, I don't know.
Well, 18, I think, is more of his normal voice with a little bit of bravado spiced in. 17 is not what Robert Pattinson sounds like at all. And that was a choice by him to make the characters more differentiated. He said that in some interviews.
Oh, good. Now I kind of understand then. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah. I was a little bit, it was interesting to see that his girlfriend was okay with 2.
Well, of course she'd be okay with 2, Mike. I mean, 2 is way better than 1.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, but it was interesting.
What?
Yeah, it was just interesting to see that she was totally like, okay, 2. And then the one girl was like in the beginning there, or middle, I don't know where that was, but she's like, I'll take this one and you take that one. I was like, what?
I mean, I'd be okay with it. Although I was disappointed that there was no nudity in this film, because that one girl that came in wanted to take 17. She was very attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, no nudity. None.
No nudity.
Oh, well.
No real
No
blood,
abs,
really.
nothing.
Yeah, not real any blood. I mean, I guess a little bit with some of the experiments and stuff, but it was minor, I would say.
Well, rated R, no nudity, just some swearing, a little bit of murdering. I mean, come on. John Wick is rated R, and I've been watching that on TV. Holy mother of God, the stuff they put on TV now.
Oh, yeah, dude. When we were growing up, man, none of it would have flown.
None.
No, I mean, literally, John Wick, the only thing they really cut out of John Wick was like anytime he shoots someone in the face, like blatantly. Like, other than that, no, it's in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, when we were growing up, dude, like John Wick would have just been this, like, it would have been like a 15-minute movie. And they're like, his dog died. Okay, he's over here. All right, it's the end.
The end.
You're like, well, what happened? They're like, there was some stuff in the middle, but you can't see any of it.
Well, think about it. Terminator 2 was rated R. That was my very first rated R movie I ever saw.
Ooh.
It doesn't even have much blood in it at all. Huh. Yeah, it came out in 92. I was 12 years old.
I think it was the
10
content.
Years old. The content?
It was the theme of the movie. You know, another thing from the creature, a robot is coming from the future to kill the people from the past. I mean, it's terrifying.
And now we embrace our AI overlords.
We do. It's going to be good, dude. I'm going to get my AI to do your job, Matt, so you don't have to work anymore.
What? But then how do I get money to pay for stuff?
Uh-oh.
Your robot will get it.
Oh, if he does my job and gets the monies because he looks like me,
Sure.
cool. I'm down for that.
I'll send you the video of this terrifying robot, assistant, like iRobot. Oh man, I know it was a PR video and a lot of it's contrived and probably doesn't work quite as well as they showed, but man, whew, it was terrifying. I'll send it to you.
Well, it's either that or I want the clones, like the guy that invented the cloning in this in Mickey 17, where he has like a clone that's out like murdering, and then like a clone that's doing the dishes, a clone that's vacuuming, and he's just sitting there reading a book.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was funny.
I'm good either way. Clones or AI robots that will do things for me.
Okay.
Okay, so both of you are clearly dying. I am physically dying.
Ah, yes, you are physically dying.
You're probably going to sleep with that Benadryl and beer.
It's not working yet. I mean, you can still hear it. It's
Darn.
very cloggy. Anyways, okay,
Yeah.
so Ma Hinshaw, how many people flavored Mickey 17 cookies do you give Mickey 17?
I give it 4.
4 cookies.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was funny and fun, and I really liked it. I mean, yes, it could have had more funny parts, but it did have some funny parts, and I thought it was really good, and I highly recommend it.
So
You know.
alien tail sauce covered cookies.
Right.
Got it.
Ugh.
Mr. Talent?
I give it 3.5 reels. I had a good time watching this. For the most part, it delivered on being a kind of fun sci-fi. I wanted a little bit more, but overall, I was pretty pleased. So 3.5.
3.5. Wow. Well, all right. I agree with Ma Hitch. I give it 4. I like this movie.
All right.
I like the mind bending. I like the thought provoking. Here we go. Here's a little controversial one. So all of us have seen Parasite. Which one is better, Mickey 17 or Parasite?
I'm gonna be honest. I like Mickey 17 better. Parasite to me was just weird, dude.
Okay. All right. Ma Hinshaw?
I agree. I like this one better. Mhm.
Okay. I like Mickey 17 mostly because Robert Pattinson was awesome.
He was. Just loved him.
So, all right. Next week, it's Mike's pick. So, Mike, would you like to tell the fine listeners or listener of our podcast, superfan Eric, what movie we're reviewing next week? It's a hint. It's coming out in the theaters. So we get to go to the theaters again. Woo!
Woo, popcorn.
Woohoo! All right. So, for superfan Eric and our other listeners, I chose Novocaine because it kind of just looks fun and ridiculous, and some of these ones that the critics just tear apart are really fun, and like I'm really tired of them just ripping apart these movies that are really good. Like Matt, now I'm forgetting the name of it, but what was that movie with John Batista?
Yeah, I don't remember. I know you were going to go there. The Dave Bautista film. It actually recently came out on streaming, I think, 3 or 4 months ago?
Yeah.
That movie was really good. I liked it. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun. And, like, it got just absolutely destroyed by the critics. And I was like, why? The Killer's Game.
There you go. I was going to look it up, but I can't type. I need to really get a new... I love this keyboard, though.
So even on IMDb, it's got a 5.7. Dude, that movie's not a 5.7.
That movie was great.
That was good.
It was really good. So, like, I have no idea what's wrong with everyone.
If Ma Hinshaw says it's good, it's good.
No, it was good. It was a great movie.
Mhm.
It was entertaining. And that's what we want. We want to be entertained.
Well, they need to cut the shit because, honestly, dude, it's just a matter of time until we don't have movie theaters anymore. I mean, I keep talking to people about it, and people just don't go. And I hate bringing up that topic because we always do, but it's the truth. I don't know how much longer we're going to have theaters.
I try and get him to go, and I don't know if it ever works.
Well, Ma Hinshaw, step it up, please.
Oh, I'll try. I'll give it a go.
All right.
Good.
I don't know either, man. But anyway.
Well, and Ma Hinshaw would have picked this movie too, right?
Oh, yeah?
Because she has a grandma crush on Jack Quaid.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And I just had Novocaine when I had my molar pulled out, so I want to see how that goes in the movie.
I still wish you would have come on the podcast. That would have been a great podcast, even though you couldn't talk.
That's true. I couldn't.
She was all kinds of high. It was fun.
Yep. I couldn't feel my ears, my nose, any of that.
Yeah. Novocaine kind of looks like a little bit of it's got a Crank vibe to it.
Yeah.
With Jason Statham. So we'll see what's going on with it.
Dude, I really loved Crank. Those movies are really over the top ridiculous.
They were fun. They were fun.
But
We need more fun.
the keywords IMDb uses is dark comedy, one-person army action, superhero, action, comedy, and thriller. There's some
Wow.
keywords there.
All right, those are some keywords. Okay.
Well, all right. I don't have anything else. Ma Hinshaw, what do you have? So you've been so quiet. You need to drink more wine next time.
Well, shoot, I'm still working on the glass that I have here in my fancy crystal that I might as well use. It's only 50 years old. What the heck? Anyway, no, I can't. I think if you want to have some fun and enjoy it, and I think this is a really good movie, and old people like me, I think will love it. I think it's great. So, go to the movie. Popcorn, Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Coke.
Man, they don't
Yeah,
sell Cheetos
I
at my
Cheetos.
movie theater.
They do at ours. Oh, I'm
They
down
sell
with that.
Cheetos? I thought you snuck them in.
Well, I did, but then I ran out one day and Dave went and they had Cheetos there, and I'm like, oh, goody. Yay.
Well, you know what I sneak in?
Oh, I don't want to go there.
Beer?
Captain.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
figures.
I use my Christmas gift every week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You get a flask?
Yep. A Lisa Live flask. And it's
I
a
have
big
one
one.
too, but it's at Heather's. Oh well.
And I pour my buddy Clint who goes with me, he pours that, 3 seconds. I'm like, dude, come on. And then I pour the rest of it in there. It's a good viewing time.
All right.
Okay, so I'm done. I don't have anything. Ma,
Okay.
are you done now? Or do you need more
I'm
Cheetos?
finished. Yes, I'm done.
Oh, you
Thank
know what?
you.
I'm going to do this to Mike just to torture him. So I forgot to go get my chicken and salad. So guess what? Now I'm going to go get for dinner after we're done recording, Mike.
Don't tell me In-N-Out Burger.
Double.
Oh, man. Oh, that's just not nice. Just not nice.
Don't worry. I'll take a picture and send it to you like I always do.
That's great.
That's how you know I'm a good friend. I send pictures of my food to Mike saying, man, this is so good. Remember what it used to taste like?
Hey, every time I come back to Arizona or California or anywhere that has an In-N-Out, that's the first thing I do. I landed
Yeah,
in
he doesn't
Texas to go to a concert from Metallica, and I went to In-N-Out Burger at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, Mike doesn't even stop to get gas or go to the rental car or anything. It's off the plane to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
I don't
gets a-
blame him.
He gets a double, sometimes a 4x4, depends how hungry he is, animal style with animal style fries and a beverage.
Yeah. When I've been out to San Diego, also tend to be early coming from the East Coast, 10:30 or so. Straight, there's a In-N-Out right by the airport. Went right there. It was great.
Oh,
times,
sounds
dude.
so good.
Yeah, so good, so good. Anyway,
Yum.
so I guess with all of that In-N-Out time and talk, it's time to say good night, everybody. So thanks for listening, And make sure to follow us on the socials, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or I guess it's just X. And I guess it was broken, so maybe it works or maybe it doesn't work today. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll catch you on the next pod. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.